I mentioned that I've been working on this collection for a while. As I was working on it, one of my very dear friends lost their mom. And it was jarring, horrible for everybody in the friend group. But I remember we would get on these really large group phone calls, and so many people were going through something at the time, whether it was figuring out school fees or finding a job, and so we're all miserable. And I remember knowing that this person was grieving and holding space for that grief, but then also knowing that it didn't belong to me. And so we would get on these large group calls, and the only word that people could say was sorry for whatever was happening. And I was so incredibly frustrated with that word because it doesn't convey what it is I was trying to say, even though we said it a lot. So me being a poet, I wrote a poem about it. And this is called Sorry is a Selfish Word. It cannot stretch itself over conversations. It breaks brittle into an abyss of dead words and obligation. From now on, we will admit helpless instead of sorry. We will let the words form lumps in our throats, though helpless is not enough. It does not wrap around hurt the way it is meant to. It only points at it, creates a spectacle of what it's intended to heal, borrows from tired sores like we are too tired to anoint them wholly. From now on, we will say helpless instead of sorry. We will say, I am not holy that I am here, as in, I have always been here. As in, I am made holy at the thought of your pain, but we have seen flowered lungs bloom from hallowed ground, so we don't hold sorrow in our mouths when we think of you. There is no distress when you call. From now on, we will say I love you instead of holy. As in, I can become blinding orange lifeboat when you need to find your way home. As in, I love you for all of the pain that you are in. And grief unbelonging to me keeps my eyes open tonight. Paints the word remember, whispers the word surreal, and I do. I remember something serial in the elbow crook of her smile. Sugared futures promising lifetimes of a mother's love, the pressure is deafening. I mourn the loss rather than the life. I mourn what could have been. But people die every day, they tell me. Heart slow to the pace of a dripping tap, and then nothing. Nothing at all.